so the Russo brothers they said they were just, basically wanted to have a break. Mm-hmm. And so one of the things they said that they wanted to do or had the possibility of doing was Fantastic Four.
That would be dope.
Sick. Yeah.
I trust them 100% with Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Because they understand the characters.
Yeah, also how like ensemble works.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we need a good one. We don't have a good one yet.
It's like a curse.
The Fox ones weren't, as much as people like to give them crap, they weren't absolutely horrible.
The first two ones?
Yeah, the first two ones. I mean, yeah, I guess I'm not fan four stick.
Yeah.
Which the director came out, I don't know if he was drunk or what happened, like the day before it's supposed to like hit the theaters, and he's like, basically like, screw you, Fox.
Oh, shit.
You didn't let me do what I wanted to do.
So
it tanked so bad.
Funny, before moving to LA, we heard the stories about that and how like, I think, were we in LA by then? I can't remember. But we heard the stories about that was like, oh, Fox didn't let him make the movie he wanted, and that's why it was so awful.
Yeah.
Now that we've been in this town longer, we've friends with and talked to people that have like worked with him and other people in that team.
Yeah.
And they were like, this is them. I don't know him, so this might just be hearsay, but they were saying he was so irresponsible on set that he was fired.
Drink?
Ooh.
Yeah.
He wasn't fired. He was on the whole time.
But, well, I don't know. I guess that was on paper or whatever. But
I wasn't on set.
That he was like let go because he was like screwing up the movie. And so, like, I don't know. I mean, this is from people who are like supposedly like on set, like working on it and stuff. And they were like, it was just doomed from the beginning because like he was irresponsible. The studio was like too micromanaging and stuff. It's like nobody was on board.
That script was awful.
The trifecta of what made this movie not work, for somebody who hasn't seen it, is A, it went dark, which is weird.
Yeah, Fantastic Four. The best Fantastic Four movie is The Incredibles.
Yeah.
Because it needs to be like that.
So it was too dark. Also, Dr. Doom
I agree.
was too small. Not even in stature, just as his presence.
Mm-hmm.
Like he should have been like almost Thanos level.
Yeah.
Like powerful, you know. and stuff.
Intelligence, at least. That's what he kind of like.
Yeah, just like he wasn't ominous at all. He was just another one of the kids. And then he was immediately defeated. He was like worse than a third act CG monster.
Yeah.
And then the third thing was their reshoots were so painfully obvious. Because there's a scene where like she is in one room walking to the next, and then in one room she's got blonde hair, and then in the next room she's got clearly a blonde wig on. I usually don't even notice stuff like that, but you could see it's just like they put it on top of her head and told her to walk through the door.
And then the other time it just changes. Her hair color changes.
Sometimes I think like facial hair changes and stuff. Like there was just no continuity and stuff. And it was like normally I give it stuff a break because it's like it's a movie about a stretchy man and an invisible person. But like I was like, there's so much here. It's so distracting. Like so it was just those things. It was like, man, I didn't feel any stakes at all, you know. Dr. Doom wasn't even like, he didn't have the metal mask. He had this like weird like,
I don't know if they did it after the Ultimate Comics.
it was mainly that they just tried to go dark. They didn't make Dr. Doom big enough. Dr. Doom shouldn't even be the first villain really.
Yeah.
In like a new reboot or something, you know.
Yeah, I guess in a new reboot, maybe not. But I mean, there's a lot of bad guys that you could use and you could do. But I mean, I feel like Doom has always just been, you kind of have to attach him because he's kind of part of like.
He's directly tied to the team.
I want his presence to be felt, but
maybe not have him as the big bad at the end.
Yeah, because so far nobody's been able to make his presence that ominous.
Yeah. That takes time.
And it's the thing is like Thanos was able to be made ominous by his like little shadows throughout the movies and stuff, and then the second best one to me was Jessica Jones and the Purple Man.
That was awesome.
You just didn't see him for like what 4 or 5 episodes.
Yeah, you felt his presence being there, but you didn't know, you couldn't see him for most of it.
And then the first time you see him, he doesn't even say anything. You just see him through the window in his eyes, and you just feel the dread like sink in. I didn't feel that with Dr. Doom, and I should have felt 20 times more of that for Dr. Doom. You know. So the fact that he was just like another kid and he just happened to be part of the experiment, and then they just blasted him into a beam in the sky, and that was it. Like,
yeah, it wasn't as luxurious as we might want it to be.
Didn't they go to the negative zone?
A version of it, yeah.
Well, yeah, it was
not necessarily. There's so many bad guys you can bring up. Fantastic Four is great. I love the Fantastic Four, and they're like a family. So to be honest, it comes out of like 1950s comics. So like it's got to have a little bit of that vibe. If it does not have that vibe, it does not work. You can't make dark Fantastic Four. It don't work.
I would be interested in seeing how they would make Mr. Fantastic like stretchy without being corny.
Yeah.
But
He's corny.
Somebody can do it. Like the Russos will figure a way to, and I can't wait to see what the visual on that would be.
That'd be so dope to see.
know?
I mean, nowadays it'll probably look a lot better because the textures will be a lot better. Like back then, it just looked like it was a gooey gummy guy. And but
even just the idea of someone stretching and stuff, I think that's no pun intended, stretch for even the MCU.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's why I think the creator of Ms. Marvel, Kamala, was like worried about like the TV show. He's like, I don't know, like that's a hard thing for VFX departments to do. So he's like, it's kind of they better do a good job kind of deal. So like for a movie, I would not be worried about a movie if you're not really necessarily worried about the show.
I'm not worried about it. I'm just looking forward to seeing like how it's gonna look. Because in my head, I only see like stretch, grab a cup of coffee. They're gonna do something with it, but I'm just interested in seeing like what direction that takes.
Yeah. Hey, if you like this clip and want to watch the rest of the podcast, go ahead and click on the top video there. But it'd be awesome also if you could give us a like if you like this stuff, and heck, if you didn't like it, go ahead and give us a down. That's cool. I mean, it's whatever, whatever.